Hi, this is Gary. You're watching Poker Combinations or Combinatrics Explained. The examples I'm going to use are from my book, Poker Hand Ranges Explained, which is available on Lulu. We're going to cover, in this segment, we're going to cover three different things. The first is non-paired hands. The second item is how to figure out combinations for pocket pairs. And finally, we're going to figure out how to make adjustments to possible combinations based on our holdings, and then a little example as far as the board. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, to start off, we're going to look at non-paired hands. And the first question you're going to have is, how many combinations of a non-paired hand can one person be dealt? And to answer this question, we're going to count how many combinations, random hand. I'm going to pick 7-6 offsuit. We're going to count how many combinations that has. First off, if you take the 7 and you pair it with the 7 of clubs, I believe, and you pair it with 4 possible 6s, you got 4 combinations. And you take the 7 of hearts, you got another 4 combinations. You take the 7 of diamonds, you have another 4 combinations. And then you take the 7 of clubs, you have 4 more combinations. You add all those together, and right there, and you get 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and that's going to be 16 combos. So a non-paired hand, like 7-6, ace-jack offsuit, ace-jack suited, or I mean ace-jack, has 16 combinations. And of those 16 combinations, 4 of those are suited. You got the 7-6 of hearts, you got the diamonds, clubs, spades. So basically, we have 4 suited and 12 offsuit for each random hand. It could be ace-jack, king-queen, jack-deuce. Each one of those has 16 combinations, 12 which are offsuit, and 4 which are suited. In this segment, we're going to cover pocket pairs, and this should be pretty straightforward. We're going to look at how many combinations, or how many different combinations you can receive a pocket pair. And the first example I'm going to use is a pair of kings. There's 6 different ways, as you can see, that we can do a pair of kings. It'd basically be 3 of one suit, plus 2 of another suit, plus 1 of the last suit, because you can't count them twice, and that gives us our answer of 6. In this segment, we're going to combine what we learned in pocket pairs and non-pocket pairs, and give us total combinations. And let's go ahead and get started on that. The first question you're going to have is, how many different total combinations can one be dealt? And to answer this question, it's going to take a little bit of groundwork. We'll look at earlier work. First off, we know that there's 78 non-paired hands. There's 16 combinations for non-paired hands, 12 of which are suited, are offsuit, 4 of which are suited. And there are also 13 paired hands. Of those 13 paired hands, there's 6 combinations for each one. Now, if you put all that together, we get a big graph here I made on an Excel spreadsheet. I've got the suited ones highlighted in blue, I've got the pairs highlighted in yellow, and I've got the random offsuit hands in white there. The offsuit hands being the 12, the pairs being 6, they're yellow, and the suited hands being 4, they're the blue ones. So that's what I've got in the chart here, and we want to put all that stuff together, and we want to know how much we have. So we take the suited hands, 78, we multiply that by the combos. We got 78 times 4 is 312, 78 times 12 is 936, and then 13 times 6 is 78. Add all that together, we get 1326, which is quite a few different combinations. Now, I might add in, when you're playing the game, you're not going to do all 1326 combinations, because that would drive you crazy. Basically, what you're trying to do is use it to narrow down a range of possible holdings an opponent could have based on what you hold and based on what the board is, and then trying to make a decision that would give you the best possible outcome based on the information you would know. In this segment, we're going to look at how to do adjustments based on the holdings in our hand. And our first example, we are going to use 7-6 of hearts. So we're going to go ahead and use 7-6 of hearts here. Now the question is, if we hold 7-6 of hearts, how many different combinations of 7-6 can our opponent hold? The first thing we want to do is we want to go with the 16 combos we had before and remove the 7 of hearts and the 6 of hearts. I'm going to cross those out in blue here, as you can see. So we have 3 plus 3 plus 3. That equals a total of 9 combinations. So if we have 7-6 of hearts, our opponent can only have 9 different combinations of 7-6, and if you want to break that down further, of those 9 combinations, 3 are suited, 6 of them are offsuit. That works the same for a hand like Ace King as well. Our next question is, if we hold Ace King suited, that's the Ace of Spades, the King of Spades, how many combinations can an opponent be dealt of pocket aces? Well, to answer that, we're going to take a look here. There's 3 possible combinations, and I've highlighted those below because we have one of the combinations of aces. So our opponent can be dealt 3 possible combinations of pocket aces if we have Ace King suited. Our next question is, if we hold Ace Ace, pocket aces, how many different combinations of Ace King can an opponent be dealt? To solve this, we're going to use the same techniques we used earlier. Since we hold the Ace of Spades and the Ace of Hearts, we're going to eliminate those so our opponent can only match up the Ace of Diamonds and the Ace of Clubs with 4 possible kings, be that Spades, Diamonds, Hearts, Clubs, etc. And that gives us our answer, which comes out to be 8 combinations. And of those 8 combinations, 2 of those are suited, and 6 of them are not suited or unsuited, and that gives us our answer there. Our last question here is, if we hold Ace King offsuit, how many different combinations of Ace King can an opponent be dealt? Since we hold the Ace of Spades and the King of Diamonds, an opponent can only match up 3 aces, the Diamonds, the Hearts, and the Clubs, with 3 possible kings, the Spades, the Hearts, and the Clubs. And you go ahead and multiply 3 times 3. You're going to get 9 different combinations. So our answer to that question is 9 different combinations. The next part of this question is how many are suited, how many are not, and 2 of them are suited, 7 are offsuit, and I'll show those right there, and that answers that question. Moving on to our final segment, post-flop, and basically when we do post-flop, we need to make adjustments like we've made earlier in here. We adjust it for the cards that are on the board or possible cards that were exposed due to early folding, and we want to make those adjustments and then factor in range our opponent may hold. This is basically concludes the end of our tutorial. The idea here was to try to get you exposed to how combinations and combinations works from an entry point, and then move on from there. Thank you for watching.